To my immediate left is Diane Muldrow. She is from Random House. She's the editor of the Little Golden Books series, among many other projects, but she is the editorial director at Golden Books. She's worked in publishing for over 25 years, editing mass market, licensed, and trade picture books for young kids, including the iconic Little Golden Books that everyone knows and remembers from their childhood. A prolific author of books for children herself. She is the New York Times best-selling book author of Everything I Needed to Know. I Learned from a Little Golden Book. And there's some sequels coming up to that she can talk about later. The next to her is my friend Alice Jonaitis, who works on the Dr. Seuss books, among many others. Her official title is Senior Editor at Random House Books for Young Readers, and she's got that beautiful job of nurturing Dr. Seuss's backlist. She's the editor of the Cat and Hat's Learning Library nonfiction series and the new middle grade series, Dog Diaries. It's fact-based historical fiction narrated by famous canines, of course. What else would that be? And she also works on the Beginner Book series, and she's always on the lookout for new beginning reader manuscripts. And she has a soft spot in her heart, I know this from talking to her for a long time, for well-researched nonfiction about dogs, dinosaurs, disasters, and other quirky oddball subjects. And she started to work at Random House after college, right? Yes. So there you go. And then, of course, there's my friend and one of my CMA colleagues in crime for a long time, Karen Halpenny. She's the senior editor for publishing and the senior manager of digital publishing at Sesame Street. She edits a wide range of print titles, as well as managing ebooks and producing several best-selling apps. She originally came from the educational publishing world and started at Scholastic before going on to Pearson Learning Group and McGraw-Hill. And she has a degree in communications from NYU. You guys probably know her face because she was the vice president for CMA for quite a few years. And when she's not at work at CMA events, she likes to read, run, and go to the movies more often than it's probably fiscally responsible. So, so this is our panel, and let's welcome them. So we thought that we would start with each of them maybe giving us a little bit of background on what they do, specifically for their brand. You want to start, Diane?
Okay, I'll start.
Okay.
For most of my career, I have worked on Little Golden Books. Not all my career, but I started my career at Golden Books and went to Scholastic for 4 years. I was also a freelance writer and was hired back to Golden Books just in time to see them go bankrupt. So that was an education. I think it's the best job you could have is to work on such an iconic brand. I've gotten to do really interesting things as the editor of that, one of which was to edit Leonard Marcus. We did a history book about it called Golden Legacy. And after that, with Leonard's Connections, we put an art exhibition together of original artwork. And that's been touring the country for well over 5 years. It's amazing. It just keeps going and going. I think it's in Pittsburgh right now. It's going to be in Rochester. I put together the art, 65 pieces of my favorite pieces of art. And so it's just been a great way to really celebrate this icon. And a lot of people don't realize that we do new Little Golden Books. So when people think of Little Golden Books, they think of those wonderful classics, which I didn't even bother to put up on the slide because I know you know The Pokey Little Puppy, and I know you know Scuffy the Tugboat, and Little, We Help Mommy, and all those wonderful books. But we also do new Little Golden Books. And I love to do new Little Golden Books because of a couple of reasons. Little Golden Books is a great place for rookie writers. And for the last several years, I've traveled the country going to SCBWI conferences and trying to find people that could write Little Golden Books. It's not an easy thing to do. I don't know why, but it seems that you can do it or you can't. And I've found some wonderful writers who get it.